This is You're Probably Right. Entertainment first, everything else is just bonus. Opinions, all ours. Sometimes backed by research, but never the final word. There are always exceptions, so take it with a grain of salt and a slight dusting of chili powder.
That's the fight and the fright, we're searching for truth. The quiet answer stays inside. You are probably right, it cuts but it heals, it stings but it feels. You are probably right, I'm born to the cure, the pain in my soul. From gliding to ignite, we're finding the way. From biting to inside, where shadows give way. You are clouded alive.
How you doing? Sorry, I have a little coffee here. Thanks for joining me again. I am MCM, and this is You're Probably Right. I got a nice one for you, not unlike the one before this one. This is episode 247. 10 signs he's just not into you. Now, I know I've probably done episodes like this one, but this one's going to be a little bit different, and I hope you enjoy. Again, tell your friends, share, subscribe, follow. The only social media I have right now going, which isn't really going that great, is Facebook. And that's because I think there's a lot of bots following me. It's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. I'm thinking of trying to step back in the Instagram and the TikTok thing just for the podcast so that maybe I can throw on some shorts. But right now I'm totally focused on getting to episode 300. I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if my interest is going to hold that long. I mean, there's so many different topics I guess I could speak on. I believe I'm going to go to 300, but who knows? 247 is not bad. And the 247 really isn't actually 247. It's probably more like 255, 260 because of the various ones that I have actually put maybe 3 back to back. So I'll be like, you know, like if it was episode 100, I'd be having like episode 100 part 1, part 2, part 3, and still call it all episode 100. You understand? I just didn't want it to be like 2 or 3 hours, so I just didn't do it that way. But I mean, I could be cutting them up and making them only 10 or 15 minutes like some people do. But that's not my point. My point here is entertainment. Maybe you might learn something. You might be from my poor, miserable life, or the fun times that I've had in my life, or the learning that I've done, or the experiences that I've had that might give you the resolve to continue on the way that you are, or maybe just make some slight adjustments. Okay, anyhow, thanking you for coming out again. And as I said before, if you could share it, if you could like it, subscribe, whatever you can do to help, it'd be appreciated. Not asking for money, not yet anyway. So feel good about that. I'm just giving you free content. Okay, free is always good, right? When it's good, I suppose. Okay, so as I said before, episode 247. So I like to talk about the format, but I guess it's not really necessary. Okay, here I go. Hey, it's just me and you right now. No noise, no distraction, just truth. I know why you're here. You want something real, a man who chooses you, who respects you, who doesn't make you wonder where you stand, because you're not the kind of woman who wants to play games. You're not chasing hookups. You're not competing for attention. You want love that lasts, love that honors you. And yet, maybe you've been stuck before, stuck in the cycle of waiting, hoping, ignoring the signs that he's just not into you, and you don't want to waste any more time. Well, hopefully, I will say that ends tonight. For the next hour, probably obviously less, I'm going to walk you through the signs, not just a list, not just an empty set of advice, not just an empty set of advice. Doesn't sound right. I'm going to bring you into the moments you've lived or moments you'll recognize. So you can't never, ever make the same mistakes again. Because when a man isn't into you, he shows you. And when he is, he'll move mountains to prove it. So if you can, maybe you're lying down, maybe you're just chilling on the sofa or on your favorite chair, your favorite pajamas on maybe, or maybe you're just sitting at the beach on the sand, the umbrella, or maybe soaking in the sun. If you can and you're not otherwise occupied, close your eyes if you want. Lean into my voice and let's talk about truth. Sign 1. He's inconsistent with communication. Picture this. You wake up, you check your phone, nothing. Hours pass, still nothing. Then out of nowhere, late at night, your phone buzzes, his name, and suddenly your heart jumps. He's sweet, playful, even flirty. But just as quickly as he appeared, he's gone again. Days of silence, and then, just when you start to let go, you guessed it, another message. That's not romance. That's convenience. A man who's serious about you won't leave you in limbo. He just won't. You'd be too valuable. I believe it's Proverbs that says, an important, precious woman, I can't remember how the verse goes exactly, but it's like a pearl. And when he sees you as something as precious as a pearl or as precious as gold, he won't disappear and reappear like a ghost in the night. If you feel like you're always waiting by the phone, hold on. Sorry. If you feel like you're always waiting by the phone, checking for signs of life, you're not being valued. You're being strung along. 2, he only reaches out for exactly that. He only reaches out for physical. Now imagine this. It's Friday night. You've been waiting all week to hear from him. No call, no text, and then, you guessed it, 11:30 p.m. or whatever time makes sense for you to be probably lying down in your bed, ready to call it a night, or already called it a night. Maybe tuck the kids in, maybe just tucked yourself in. Your phone lights up. What are you doing? No dinner? No plans? Just him wanting to come over. And maybe in the past you've obliged. Maybe you do have kids and you snuck him past the rooms up to your room, reminding him that he has to be out by a certain time because the kids have school tomorrow. And maybe that's the type of time you're on, or maybe you're single and there's nobody to sneak past, but still you got to get up for work. But maybe now you've realized that you've been wasting your time, or you feel like you're not really sure where this thing is headed. But you tell yourself, maybe this is intimacy. Maybe he has commitment issues. Maybe this means something. But if every date starts after dark and ends in his or your apartment, let's be honest, it's not intimacy, it's access. And his access has been granted probably one too many times. He's not building a relationship, he's just filling moments. Ask yourself, have you ever dressed up, hoping for a real night out, only to settle for the same couch, the same empty morning after? The emptiness you feel, the truth speaking. Maybe it's gotten worse and you wake up on your way to work and you're wondering, am I pregnant? Maybe he's convinced you that that's what you even want. But do you really want to raise a child with no father? Do you want to go through a pregnancy by yourself? Because access is going to be different, obviously, for one reason or another. He says he's not ready for a relationship. Number 3. You've heard it before. He looks into your big, beautiful eyes and says, I'm just not ready. And you nod. You tell yourself, you'll wait. You think if you show him your loyalty, if you're patient enough, maybe he'll change his mind. Maybe you're even in a situation where you're waiting for him to leave someone else for you. But here's the reality. When a man says he's not ready, he means not with you. Because if it was you, trust me, he'd be ready. Because I've seen it too many times. A woman gives months, sometimes years, waiting, and then one day he's in a relationship, just not with you. Or one day he's having a kid, just not with you. And all of those nights of loyalty mean nothing. Because he never intended to choose that woman. And if it was you, you know. Don't waste your youth. Don't waste your beauty. Don't waste your heart on a man who's already told you the truth by his actions. Do you think you're going to get prettier and more available and more desirable as you get older? Number 4, he doesn't bring you into his world. Picture this. Holiday come and go. Or holidays come and go. Family gatherings, birthdays, weddings, and each time you're alone, he has excuses. It's complicated. They wouldn't understand. It's not the right time. But weeks turn into months. Months turn into years. And you realize you've never met his people properly. And the happenstance at the mall when you met his cousin doesn't count. If a man is proud of you, trust me, he will show you off. He'll want you beside him. If he hides you, it's not because he's protecting you. It's because you're not part of his vision for the future. Now think about it. Are you still on the outside of his life, waiting for an invitation that never comes? How long have you been waiting? How many people has he put in front of you? Sign number 5. He future fakes. Good old future fake. He paints you a picture. One day we'll go to Italy. Or one day we'll go to Australia or Hawaii. One day, not only will we get a house, but it'll be our house. One day I'll leave her. One day I'll put a ring on your finger and hold on to those words like promises. That's what you do. You dream with him. You plan with him. But nothing ever happens. No tickets booked. No ring bought. No steps taken. Just moments of access. Yeah, he cried on your shoulders about the problems that he's been going through, and you've done the same. He wishes things could be different. You say the same. That's not dreaming, that's deception. A man who truly wants those things will start making them happen. He won't just talk, he'll be putting things in action. Future faking is how he keeps you holding on, leading you along like a donkey with a carrot, hoping tomorrow will be different while today stays exactly the same. And let's pause for a moment, because maybe you've recognized and realized yourself in some of these stories. Maybe you're remembering nights of waiting, being woken up maybe by texts or phone calls, the buzzing under your pillow, waking up with a dead phone, who knows? Excuses you believed, promises that never came true, cheesy gifts that he thought were so special, almost like a publishing Claire House kind of gifts, random. Listen, I want you to hear me. This isn't about shame. It's about, you guessed it, clarity. Don't confuse loyalty with self-betrayal. Loyalty for a man who has chosen you. Patience is for a man who is building with you. But waiting on a man who isn't showing up, that's not loyalty. That's wasted time. He might be haunting your DMs, your texts, your gram, your Facebook. Might even talk to your friends. Don't you realize that your time is too valuable and you don't have forever? Think about those you have rejected because of this guy. And you wonder sometimes, I wonder what's going on in their life. And yeah, let's keep going. Sign number 6. He doesn't invest real time. Think about this. He cancels plans with you for a guy's night out. He skips your dinner for a game. He's always busy. Too busy for dates, too busy for calls, but somehow he always has time for everything else. Time is love in action. Say it to yourself. Time is love in action. Why? Because time is our most valuable thing that we have on this earth. It's not your car, it's not your house, it's not your gold. It's the time that you have to breathe, wake up and see the sun shine, see the sunset. And if he won't give you his time, he's not going to give you his heart. It doesn't make any sense. It's not congruent. Sign number 7. He keeps you a secret. He's not shouting from the hilltops your name. No photos together yet. At least nothing that you'd want to share. And maybe ones that you hope he never shares. No posts? No. This is my girlfriend? No. Just vague shadows of a relationship, almost an invisible relationship, except for the fact that it's literally taking your time in your heart. And every time you ask why, he dodges. He'll be like, I don't like putting myself, like my life out there online. I'm private. Oh, my job. But then you see him posting everything else, friends, foods, nights out, just not you. If he hides you, it's because he doesn't see you as permanent. You're a plaything, you're a toy, you're access, and in some cases, very easy access. You deserve to be claimed, to be chosen, to be proud of. There are millions and billions of people in this planet, on this planet. Don't be fooled. Sign number 8. He doesn't support your growth. Picture this. You share your promotion, your dream, your passion, and instead of celebrating, he shrugs, changes the subject, or worse, makes a joke at your expense. A man who is into you will lift you up higher. A man who isn't will hold you back. A man who is into you will do all that he can to see you push forward in your career, in your life. He will applaud your learning and won't say you're wasting your time. If he doesn't celebrate your wins, he's not your partner. He's your weight, dead weight. Sign number 9. He flirts with other women right in front of you. You're out at dinner. He laughs a little too hard at the waitress's jokes. He compliments other women's dress while you're standing there. He's liking half-naked photos on social media, and when you call it out, he says, "You're overreacting." That's not harmless, that's disrespect, straight up. He's not trying to make you jealous. It's disrespect. And disrespect is the clearest sign of disinterest. If he was interested, he wouldn't want to lose you. If he was interested, he wouldn't waste your time. If he's interested, he'd be with you. Come hell or, as they say, high water. Sign number 10. He avoids defining the relationship. Oh, yes. You've been seeing each other for months, maybe even years. And every time you ask, "What are we?" he says, "Why do we need labels? Why does everybody need labels and pieces of paper to signify what we are?" Or, "Let's just see where it goes." But deep down, you know where it's going. Absolutely nowhere. A man who wants you will claim you, period. Got nothing else to say about that. Lastly, here's the bottom line. When a man values you, you won't have to chase. You won't have to beg. You won't have to decode mixed signals or wait on empty promises. He'll show you. He'll make it clear. He'll step up. But when he doesn't, that's clear too, if you're willing to see it. And most of us like to play the fool with ourselves. Don't waste your time. Your beauty is fleeting. Your heart on a man who won't choose you. The right man will make it obvious. He'll claim you. He'll be honored to have you. He'll honor you and build with you and build you up. He'll have time for you. And when he does, you won't need to ask. You won't need to ask me for signs. You'll just know. So tonight, I want you to ask yourself, what sign have I ignored before and why? Write it down. Face it. And then promise yourself you won't ignore it again. Because your time is valuable and so are you. So is love. So is connection. So is honesty. So is commitment. Because you're worth more than half love, more than convenience, more than empty words, more than access. You're worth commitment. You're worth respect. You're worth love that lasts. All right, guys, this has been episode 247 of You're Probably Right. Thanks for sitting with me tonight. Now go live in this clarity that you have tonight. And never settle for less than love, because that's what you deserve. Take care, Al. Peace out. Thanks for tuning in to You're Probably Right with MCM. Life's messy, unpredictable, and full of questions, but that's why we're here. If today made you think, laugh, or even say, then I've done my job. Hit follow, share it with someone who needs it, and come back next time. Until then, stay sharp, stay humble, and remember, you're probably right.